Mahogany just stood in front of the door and spake the name of the room beyond. Or so he thinks. No, he totally didn't. There are no torches in the room beyond. As the door opens looking into it. So what light sources are you guys carrying?
Riot's got light cantrip.
So you're going to get your anglerfish going?
Yep.
Okay. The room isn't producing any kind of darkness. There's just no source of light in here. And in the center of this room are three what look like coffins.
All right.
Standing vertically. Here. Here. And here. Glancing in, other than the three coffins standing vertically in the room, the rest of the room looks pretty much like the ones you've come through. The celestial imagery, the marble floors and walls, the vaulted ceilings, etc. The three coffins, they're not enormous. They're the size to fit a person. From where you're standing, made of some kind of lightly colored wood.
Mm-hmm.
And shaped like large rectangles. So they're not like swelled out in the center like a Castlevania coffin would be. Just big wooden boxes standing upright.
We should leave this door open because that door to the east is closed, and if something comes through this door to attack us, we know closing the doors is pointless because nothing could have gotten in here.
Yeah.
I feel like leaving doors open maybe produces those things.
Yeah.
No, I thought the same thing, but they showed up when this door was closed anyway. Like, we let that one slide behind us, and stuff still appeared in this room. That was the first thing we found, so I wouldn't worry about leaving doors
I didn't mean exclusively, but...
Nath,
right?
stepping that close to the coffin, you see there's a little circular patch of soil around the base of it. The coffin itself, maybe 2.5, 3 feet wide, perhaps, in the center of the square, and then around that is a circular patch of dirt, maybe 5 foot wide, all told.
Okay.
Looks like moist, loosely packed soil.
Riot is going to cast Detect Thought to try and detect any thoughts within range.
Are you guys leaving Zook in the room back there? Or is everybody coming in here? And what is the range on Detect Thoughts? Is that 30 feet?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you'd catch basically anything in this room.
Yeah.
And where are you moving? You don't get any pings off the three coffins in front of you from that position.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I'll move here then.
No, same thing. There's nothing to latch onto with Detect Thoughts in these boxes.
Huh. Is there anything else in the room besides the coffins?
Just the standard imagery and stuff you've seen on the wall. The other notable difference between this room and the rooms you've been in is there's no torches in this one.
Yeah.
Just in case we get attacked by something horrible, I'm going to get kind of out of the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my action to turn back into an adult gold dragon.
Okay.
Then let's start opening up coffins.
Which one are you opening and how are you opening it?
I'm going to stand over here and use thaumaturgy to open this coffin.
I'll give her some space.
Can you just
Yeah, and I'm going to tell everyone I'm doing that. This is not going to be a surprise to anybody because I'm worried that something's going to pop out of that coffin.
Yep, and we'll keep watch on it.
Oh my god, I just tried to open my spellbook and I accidentally opened Record Keeper instead.
Well, there goes the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, the two icons are right next to me. I just go back to the home screen. It's not a big deal. I need to make sure
you're
that...
wasting all that energy. We'll get us ready for something to pop out of that coffin as we can.
I'm going to say that this door
action.
that the coffin doesn't qualify as an unlocked door because it's been affixed shut somehow. You don't see any visible nails or anything into it, but it's not like just an unlocked
but it's
door
got like
open.
It's got like a latch or something.
You're not sure. You haven't really examined them yet.
Yeah. But I'm saying like something like that would probably prevent it from happening.
I'll tell you this: when you attempt to open the coffin with thaumaturgy, it does not open.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, we're gonna have to get our hands dirty. Who's feeling brave?
Kelian, are you staying back in that room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahogany opens up this left one.
Okay. Going up to the coffin and examining it. If you want to get close enough to the coffin in order to have any leverage to try to pop or pry or break it open. Actually, never mind. You're a gold dragon. You don't have to do shit. How are you opening it?
I'm just gonna get a couple claws underneath it and pop it up.
And pop it up?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by pop it
I'm
up.
attempting to lift the lid.
The coffins are standing
It's-
vertically.
It's upright.
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
Open it like a door.
I just have to open it like a door. Okay, then I'll just try to, like, kind of use my claw to, like, get into the hole and open up the side of it.
Okay, this left one here?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me a strength check, lol.
Yeah, you got it. That's a 22.
That's it?
I've only got a +8, man. What do you want?
Oh my god, I thought you were a gold dragon, not a friggin' chicken wuss. I should probably keep my mouth shut before he turns into a chicken with the powers of a gold dragon. Liberation. Riot, Kelian, and Zook. I need a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
I'm glad I gave myself Constitution saving throw proficiency in this level.
2. Oh, and it works. It works.
Okay, cool. I got a 25.
18.
How'd Liberation do?
Liberation passed.
And how'd Zook do?
Zook, can he have his legendary luckiness back?
Can what?
I rolled a 2 on die.
Rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never.
Sorry, McLean. Yeah,
He's really old.
Are any of you immune to the frightened condition? I think Liberation might be. Or can you just end it once it's
I can
applied?
shrug it off.
Okay, so I need you guys to take 15 points of psychic damage. Zook drops to 0 HP. As
Oh boy.
the gold dragon wrenches his door open and reveals a Bodak inside.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Tits.
Riot.
16.
And Kelian.
10.
And Liberation.
20.
Nath.
Now that's 21.
And Mahogany.
24.
And Zook's unconscious body. Did you not roll initiative for Zook's unconscious body?
Do you
No,
need
I
it?
didn't. I did not, I'm sorry.
McLean, you see what these guys are doing to your character?
I know, right?
3 rooms in the dungeon, he's already dead.
Zook's unconscious body goes at a 23.
23, okay.
Man, he's sure shit and he's freaking unconscious.
So Mahogany, you've wrenched open this first coffin door. Oh, I guess we'll just use this rook again. I like this rook. Bing. And this Bodak inside. You guys made friends with a Bodak once, as I recall.
Yeah.
Cast its death gaze outwards at the 4 of you in the doorway. Zook slumps to the floor, and the thing starts lumbering out.
Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes, head over here, and take a nice chomp out of it. I'm not gonna attack at disadvantage because I have blind sight.
Okay.
That's a 22.
22 will hit.
I'm just gonna roll all the attacks at once because I don't think I'm gonna hit anything. 16.
16 also hits.
16.
Also hits.
So let me just roll everything at once. That's 50 piercing and slashing.
That's
magic.
it.
That's all I got, man. Oh, it also has to make a Frightful Presence save if it's not immune to fear.
It's immune to fear. Sorry.
It is the fear.
One of these days, I'll fight something not immune to fear.
Staying put in that position?
With
your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Right. Zook's unconscious body. I'm not going to make Zook make death saves. He's not a PC. But he doesn't get to do anything. It's going to bring us to Nath. Remember, Nath, if you look at this thing, you will have to make a saving throw.
Okay. Well, then, just looking at the ground,
Okay.
move to here, and we'll just, which square is it in?
It's
Or is
in
it
the
large?
center of this square. It's a man-sized creature, but it was inside of this coffin in the center of this square.
Okay.
And it's beyond bloodied. I mean, a gold dragon just...
Yeah, I'm just gonna send, it'd be disadvantage if I throw a attack spell at it without looking, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of blindly throw a second level chromatic orb of fire at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So I'll hit a 17 on armor class.
17 will hit.
Okay. And let me double check the damage on that. Sorry, I have a lot of spells open.
That's what happens when you're a level 17 wizard.
Yeah. $48. Okay. So that will deal 14 fire damage.
Okay. Mahogany, I forgot to apply 5 points of necrotic damage to you.
Wow.
Good news is,
You love
though,
hit me when I do melee.
Nath killed the Bodak. Just ending your turn within 30 feet of this thing causes you to take 5 points
It's
of necrotic
unpleasant.
damage. But now that it's dead, everybody's safe, and the thing crumbles to dust inside the coffin. I don't know
Since
where
I had
the-
the next action.
Where these other coffins go?
I think I got.
I might have accidentally erased them. I accidentally drew a line and I had to work with it.
There you go. All right, what's next?
Spare the dying on Zook. Or no, I'm sorry, healing word on Zook.
Okay.
Zook is going to gain 5 hit points.
And so he does.
Right. Where is this other tab? Damn it. There. Okay. Just insert 5 of 160. There we go. And then help him back to his feet once he's got consciousness again.
Okay. He asks what the hell that thing was in the box.
It's Bodak. Don't look at him.
Yeah, they're bad news.
Fairly powerful undead.
In fact, let's all get over here while Mahogany opens the next coffin.
Yeah, I can open them from a distance.
Everybody's going to pile up in that back corner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's Mahogany? What are you doing?
Can't see this going
So
on.
when I opened up this coffin, did I think that I could have just pushed the thing to the side?
I'm
The the cover? Like if I just slid it horizontally, would it just come off?
No, you had to pry it loose.
Okay, then yeah,
It's-
I'll just have to
You can't see
Let's
any
keep my-
visible nails, but for all intents and purposes, it's as though it's been nailed shut.
Okay, then I'm gonna keep my eyes closed, blindside open this middle one.
Okay?
Do you want me to make a strength check?
Yeah. We'll keep up appearances.
Yeah, 23.
It's 23. You pry it open, and inside, you see Terran's corpse. That of a young man. He's dressed in his noble's finery that befat him in life. And he looks young, maybe in his 30s, and very peaceful. His arms just crossed over his chest, eyes closed, with kind of a quiet look on his face.
Hey, Zook, is this him?
And Zook wanders over to you with his eyes very tightly shut and asks if it's safe to open them.
Yeah, I'll cover up the, flip over the Bodak.
Nope, I lied. It's another
eyes. Oh,
The Bodak was turned to dust.
So yeah, the Bodak crumbled to dust.
oh, nice.
Listen, I threw enough crazy dead Bodak horribleness at you guys the first time around.
We did that one.
Yeah, we don't need to rehash.
We went on that ride.
If Zook had died here, he would have turned into a Bodak. or a Nomad
Yep.
or whatever.
I feel like Lane would have been kind of upset if that had happened.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have gotten a cool new power. And if he turned invisible, none of us could see him.
Oh my god.
So
And Zook tells you that he looks much, maybe not much, but he looks younger than Terran actually was when he disappeared.
You don't think this is him?
He says it does, he certainly looks like him, but it looks like him back in the days when they were doing their adventuring, when they were fighting their dragons and such.
I'm skeptical.
Something ain't right.
Do you want to open up this last coffin?
Edwina told us that Locke had been in here a lot lately, messing around.
Think maybe he turned back the clock, or it's a war?
I don't
Or
think
it's a fake
Terran.
Terran?
I think it's fake Terran.
It could be. Yeah. That's probably the more likely.
Would
Let's
you
open up the-
describe Terran's body as an object of legendary significance?
I'm not going to tell you the answer to that before you use your spell slot.
I'm not prepared today anyway, so.
I'm going to stand back and have Mahogany open the last coffin.
All right.
Kelian's just going to turn his back and look into this room.
Okay. There's nothing scary in that room. I mean, there's lots of giant demon stuffed animals, but
It's a stuffed Baylor, but nothing scary, you know?
none of the other ones
Kelian.
have moved yet.
Kelian's the scariest thing in this room right now.
I mean, that's actually true, so.
Let me try this one.
Okay. And you're opening it the same way?
Yeah. Nice
Okay.
22. Those are actually pretty good rolls. I wish I hadn't used them to open a door.
Give me 1 second here. Actually, you need to open my EXP table after all.
What?
Nah.
My back is to this coffin, all I'm saying. Or you de-level us.
If I have this crown on, though, of Jade, then when the dark thing sees me, I actually gain a level.
It's not even real jade. It's Judd.
It's actually the bones of an extremely expensive person named Jade.
Mahogany,
Yeah,
make a wisdom saving throw.
you got it.
You should be able to do a wisdom saving throw.
You'd think, but man, I've surprised myself in the past. 22.
22. You wrench this coffin open, and a body slumps out. This one wasn't just sitting up beside of it the way Terran was and the way the Bodak was. This one slumps forward, and you realize it's your own corpse.
Ah!
And for a moment, you can't process it. It just destroys your brain. It horrifies you. It scrambles everything. Like, you begin questioning. But then you compose yourself. You take a deep breath. You realize this has to be some kind of bizarre illusion.
Right, because I wouldn't fit in that coffin as right now.
No, this is your normal Genasi form, slumped forward.
And I say there's some kind of horrible spirit creature in this one. It's gonna. Actually, is the coffin attached to the ground?
You see it standing in the center of this circle of loosely packed soil. More than that, you do not know.
I'm gonna try to tip it over so it's just covering up the horrible dead body.
Try to tip it over on top of the dead body?
Yeah.
And you do so, and the wooden coffin tips forward with a crash.
Yeah.
And you see an indentation in the soil where it was standing.
Alright.
What's next?
Well, that wasn't him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you think?
Nath, do you know any creatures that do that? And I describe what I saw.
No.
Man, really? That was.
I mean, if you hire
a check for you, Haas.
If you hire a sculptor and get someone to cash stone to flesh.
Could Liberation starts kicking some of the dirt away? Just trying to see, just cursory, see how deep the soil.
So to be clear, Liberation has to step out into the circle of dirt to do this. Yes.
Yep.
Like, you mean where the third coffin that he knocked over, where it was standing?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. How does an 18 do?
18's all right. So you step out and you start kicking around the soil, and after a few seconds, some kind of tendril fires up out of the soil. It looks just like loose muscle mass, like sinewy, and it grapples around your boot, starts dragging your foot down in the soil. You manage to wrench free, kick yourself loose from it, fall backward on your rump on the solid marble floor again, and then the things snake back down into the dirt.
Look to the others and say, "Okay, bad call."
No, I think that was great.
No, F that. I cast Mold Earth, and I move that earth out of the hole that it's in.
And it does not move.
So that's like one of my favorite cantrips.
I think he might be buried under this stuff.
Yeah. I was
I
thinking
think
that too.
that body is a fake. It was meant to make us think that he's in the coffin, but I think he's in the earth.
So you want me to pick his coffin up and move it?
Yeah, the middle one.
Yeah. Alright, get out of the way. I'm gonna push it.
Do?
And I kind of push the coffin back into the square behind it.
So you push this one backwards, so he's like laying horizontally into it?
I more just kind of want to leave it standing up, but if I can't, then that's fine.
If you tip it over, you can't leave it standing up. You can probably pick it up and move it, though.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Okay. Make a strength check.
That's only a 13.
Only a 13. You go to move this box, and you know you've got enough strength in your giant dragon form to move a box with a man in it. Like this should. But the problem is, as you lift it up out of the earth, some of these tendrils lace up and grab the bottom of the box and start wrenching it back down into the soil.
Alright, well, F it. His body can't get any more fucked than it is. I just push it over.
Push it over which direction? Forward or backwards?
Towards the back of the room.
Okay, so it falls over backwards, and he's laying down in it with his arms crossed across his chest.
Yeah. And
now you've got the naked earth in the center of the room as well.
And I say, watch it. There's some tendrils in this one, too.
Cheers.
I want to ask Zook something, but I don't know if I know enough to ask it. Like, I want to say, did those tendrils look familiar to you, Zook?
Well, are you asking that because you know he's a horrible...
I'm asking that because Nich knows what Terran's like.
Remember that Terran's sword has horrible tendrils on it.
Yeah, that's
true. Well, his sword has tentacles on it, because that's what the black tentacles look like. These don't look like octopus tentacles, or I guess illithid tentacles, as the case may be. These look like if you open up your arm and look at the muscle inside of it, wrapped around your bones. So it looks like kind of a sinewy look to it. It doesn't look like an animal's tentacle.
Okay.
Okay.
But do they look like anything that you ever saw Terran do, Zook?
Terran didn't have any magic that looked like that, did he?
He had Everard's black tentacles, as I remember.
The closest thing he had is maybe some of like his temp HP ones, but really not.
Yeah.
Black rubbery tentacles.
This is a different thing.
Zook says that he's killed creatures that looked like that. Dead things that walked. They didn't walk for very long after he put some arrows in them, and he grins.
Well, if we can't do it magically, we'll have to just start digging. Anyone got a shovel?
Sure don't.
I've got a being huge.
Okay, Mahogany, just be careful not to get dragged down in there. I don't know how that would
Grabs
work,
onto me, I'll pull it out.
Now with a 13 roll on your strength, you won't.
That's why I had to burn that low roll first.
So what are you doing, Mahogany? What's good on you?
I'm gonna just kind of like use both horrible dragon paws.
I'm gonna give Mahogany. I'm gonna cast enhance ability on him for
Okay.
strength. He's gonna have shark strength, I believe.
Shark strength and just dig out
Also
this
take a guidance.
space.
So you're giving the giant gold dragon the strength of a shark.
Yes.
Seems a
A
little
really
bit like
big
a downgrade.
shark, though.
And you got guidance from Liberation?
Yes.
So what's the goal? Is to
I want to dig out this square and find out whatever the heck's buried underneath.
just start digging in there, and when the tentacles latch on, what are you going to do?
I'll try to pull them out.
Try to pull them. Okay, go ahead and make that strength check.
That's a 25.
25. You start digging with your claws, and sure enough, after a few moments, these tendrils come out and start looping around your claws and around your wrists, and start pulling your forearms down. And with the strength of a shark,
Yeah.
you pull back, and you pull a good foot or two or more of these tentacles out of the earth before they start snapping off. And eventually you pull 2 good lengths of them out of the earth.
I'm just imagining the tentacles starting to pull off. Like, wait, no, we fucked up.
And as soon as they snap, they go limp and dead in your grip. And then the
And
bleeding
I
parts
kinda shrug, I don't-
proceed.
I can snap as many of these tentacles that you want, but I don't know that he's going to be under there.
Just keep digging, I guess.
I'll give it another. Let's give it another 5 minutes.
Another 5
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a
I'm
second
not willing to
strength
take here forever.
No, yeah. I mean, 6 feet is traditional depth of burial.
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
Oof. That's not
Wow.
a good roll.
That's a bad roll.
That's a bad roll.
You get D4 with it?
14.
Yeah, roll that d4.
I did. I got a 3.
Wow.
So you start digging again. You get another 3 or 4 inches in the center of this earth. And the earth itself, very loosely packed. I mean, it's just soil. You're just throwing it aside.
Yeah.
After a couple seconds, once again, fresh tendrils loop around your claw. And you try to rip them out, but this time it pulls harder. And the room reverberates with a loud crash as this gold dragon crashes down into the center of the room. Its front left forearm pulled all the way down into the earth. And they
This is
just
just
drag you under. And you start feeling pain in your
Yeah.
in your shoulder, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
And then you start feeling bites in and around your hand. Go ahead and take 9 points of piercing damage as something
Okay.
starts eating at your claws and the tips of your dragon fingers.
But I'm like way down under the dirt now, right?
It has to be a couple of feet. I mean, however
So-
long you're... And it goes down and down and down.
So yeah, my way of thinking, this thing just saved me some frickin' time. Because now
Yeah,
I'm gonna
probably.
pull all the way back up.
Okay?
I'm gonna get a lot more dirt than I was.
Make a strength check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Take a
Well, I'll
D4.
just take the lower of those.
Well, but that's counted out by the shark strength, so it's just a
Right,
regular
that's why I said
number.
I'll just take the lower
Okay.
of those.
Oh,
That is disadvantage. That's what disadvantage means.
But this is... I rolled 2, I shouldn't have.
I know, I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna take the average, that's not fair. 23.
23. And once again, you're not able to pull up out of this thing.
Oh man, they got me good.
I rolled a 19 on my die, sorry.
Nath,
So did he.
Nath, keep rooting for him. I'm gonna try and aid him.
Take 11 points piercing damage as the bites continue.
All right.
Good news and bad news.
Yeah.
The good news is, I don't think there are any actual rules written in any of the books that I've read for 5th edition for what happens if your polymorph form has one of its arms torn off. The bad news is I get to invent some on the fly. This is where you would have been dragged under the soil, but you cannot physically fit into the soil. Like, you're buried down to your upper torso, neck, spinety parts. But if this tugs at you much harder, you are going to have a limb torn off.
How deep is it, Mahogany?
Very infinitely.
I mean, you scrabble around with your claws. Whatever's down there continues to bite at you, and you just feel more and more soil.
I'm going to disintegrate a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot cube of oil going down.
Won't you get his arm in that?
No. I'd have to hit him.
Confident.
What?
You sound very confident.
Yes, I'd have to hit him to disintegrate his arm.
Yeah, if he hit me, he wouldn't disintegrate the soil. So
yeah, it would just do damage. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure there's not a loophole in the spell I can exploit, because my god, that would be hilarious.
Oh, he gets a non-cipher bonus anyway.
It's a object, so...
I'm going to give Mahogany... I'm going to let him make the saving throw, but I'll let him make it at advantage. You're not targeting him, but you're targeting all of the material that's around him.
Yep.
So it's a dexterity saving throw. Go ahead and make that at advantage, Mahogany.
Alright. That's very high.
You're not going to get your arm disintegrated. You would have to do way more
19.
damage.
Yeah, like 27.
Yeah. Do I need to roll damage, or...?
No.
Okay.
Well, he made the save, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, go ahead and roll damage, because he takes half of that damage. Does he not?
No, if you save, you don't take any of it.
Yeah, there's nothing if you
There's
save.
no roll anything. So you're just destroying a big patch of this earth, right?
Yeah.
And Mahogany, you feel your whole arm shudder as it absorbs the magic energy of this spell. And the big patch of earth around it is disintegrated. Looking down into this shaft, you see these muscly tendrils. There's like a mass of them just beneath the floor. Like maybe 3 or 4 inches of marble, and then below that, the entire floor is just packed with soil. And coming out of the soil, like tree roots, are these muscly tendrils.
Alright, let's give that a flame breath.
So you're going to blow fire down in this hole?
Yeah.
Before you do that, in the bottom of the hole, down where you see your hands, you see just dozens of these horrible little fiendish creatures, some kind of least Beatisu, you'd have to guess, that are just angrily and hungrily gnawing at your scales.
Yeah, like, fuck them.
He's gonna burn them all.
I'm gonna need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. DC is 21.
I'm not giving a dexterity save to a hole. You can just go ahead and cook everything in the pot. That's fine with me. You yourself are not. Are you immune to your own fire damage?
I pulled my hand out. Well, I mean, I am immune to my own fire damage. I am, in fact, immune to it.
Are you?
Yeah, dragons are immune to their own types.
Because you're not able to pull your hand out yet because these tendrils came out and grabbed it. But you can burn everything in there. I'm super
immune to it.
And then you get free.
Do you want me to roll the damage?
No, don't worry about that. I'm not applying individual damage to lots of little insect creatures. Do you give Nath... I guess you didn't give Nath any warning because you're a cipher still. Nath, make a dex save, but make it at advantage. You're standing right next to Mahogany. He's about to fill this whole area up with dragon breath.
That would be a 17.
Okay, now I need you to roll damage, Mahogany.
Alright, I'm sorry, Nath. But in my defense, you did disintegrate me. At least a little bit. Wow.
Oh my god.
It's 58.
Okay.
So roll that in half. 26.
So you blast fire down in this essentially 10-foot square hole. And the fire billows up out of the hole, making this column of just dragon fire up towards the ceiling, scorching the vaulted roof up overhead. It's like a 60-foot cone, isn't it?
It's a 60-foot cone. Yeah.
Right. Nath, you catch part of the headwind of that. Liberation, you're standing far enough away that you feel the heat, but not the brunt of the blast. But I mean, it singes the coffin standing next to you. And you feel all of these tendrils snap and smoke and burn. And you pull your arm free out of this hole.
I'm guessing Terran was not.
Not unless Terran was a horrible tentacle creature.
No, I don't think it was.
No.
Zook says he kind of was.
So what do we do with this body?
Well, what's left in the hole after that? Is there still more dirt?
The moment immediately afterwards, you don't see anything in the hole. Just the scorched pop remains of those little insect creatures. But after a few seconds, you do see more of these muscly tendrils coming out of the sides of the earth that remains.
Well, in my mind, we have two ways of going about this body.
Yeah.
One is
the body is like over here, right?
Right. One of which is we keep it, hope Terran, we can stick him back in there.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is, I know true resurrection. We burn the shit out of this body. Maybe that frees Terran.
Does anyone know Speak with Dead?
Nope.
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 They're not that interesting.
Nath, make an Arcana check.
Uh, 28. 29. Proficiency went up.
You're pretty sure that Speak with Dead wouldn't work in this case, because Terran's not dead. The part of Terran that can speak is inside of a bottle in your pocket.
I want to make a medicine check on this body to determine if it's a real body or a fake.
Okay, go ahead and make that check.
Okay. I have to figure out what my medicine score is.
And tell me what you're actually doing in your investigation. Like, are you just looking at it, or are you, like, gonna open it, like pry its mouth and check its teeth?
Yeah,
or...
like feeling its flesh, feeling, like, poking around in there, smelling it.
Okay. Yeah, wisdom medicine.
Okay.
Whee.
Where'd it go?
It's right here.
Right there in the middle of the room.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay, well, that's just a 10 then.
10. As far as you can tell, it's a normal corpse. Your personal exposure to corpses probably isn't that much, but Yashnars from time to time will perform funeral rites on a follower, and it involves preserving the body for some length of time. And there are some non-magical techniques that could be used to preserve a corpse in this kind of state for a short amount of time, at least.
I will point out that...
Like well,
I will point out that...
Nath, go first.
Okay, yeah.
I will point out that Speak with Dead actually speaks with the corpse and not the soul, so... But nobody knows, it doesn't even matter. Sorry.
Yeah.
And what is Liberation saying?
Here's the thing, though, is, like... Now I forgot what I was going to say, because... okay,
Nothing?
Like, we have, like, no, like, if you have... Like, Ned, you still got that bottle of Terran's head, right? Can't we just talk to him again?
Oh, that's a good point.
And furthermore, like...
Maybe we just pour that bottle right into this boy.
Well, let's not do that yet.
Could we cast a rares and include the bottle?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's not do it in here. Let's leave. Riot picks up the body.
So you're going to take the body with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just dragging it?
Like, sling it over one shoulder.
Okay.
Fireman's carry.
Yeah.
What's Riot's strength score?
13.
Okay. And what are you doing with this door behind you as you leave this room?
I'm okay closing this door.
Okay.
Same.
I don't think we're going back here. All right, and now that we're here in this totally safe room of stuffed Tanari, Riot is going to spend a little while casting rares as a ritual.
Okay, and who are you including? Well, let me roll some d20s here. Who are you including in rares?
The 6 of us plus Terran.
Plus the bottle
I'll watch
of Terran?
this door.
Plus the bottle of Terran.
Okay.
I can get more than that right there. Because I've got 7, right? Up to 8. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to put the corpse in there too, just in case.
JIC.
And you get everybody you're expecting, but the corpse, there's nothing in there to communicate with.
Yeah. I
So
kind
you
of
get
thought as much.
All you guys, and Zook, and the bottle of Terran.
There's more Terrans than Darkwoods in here.
And Terran immediately jumps into the telepathic bond. Oh, welcome back.
We have your body, we think.
Oh, that's exciting.
It looks younger than we were expecting.
He asks how long it's been since you guys spoke to him last. He has no sense of passage of time here.
It's been like a month or so? I don't know.
2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks. 2
Couple of
weeks.
We have no sense of the passage of time either.
Right.
Kind of happens when you walk the plains enough. He asks what condition it's in.
Perfectly fine.
Young.
It just, we're trying to figure out if it's real or not.
He asks what makes you think it might not be real.
It's too young.
Yeah, we thought you'd look older. Everyone else from your group we've met who's still alive has looked really, really old.
Zook also says, I mean, Zook told us that you were older when you disappeared.
Zook's here too. Say hi, Zook.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, Zook affirms that when Terran went missing, he looked much older. Not like old man winter older, like salt and pepper older.
What do you know about that? Like, does that seem off to you?
He says he's not sure, but he would love to run some experiments. And he seems very cheerful about this. Because if I was there in person, obviously, this is getting very complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was there in person, there would be nothing to run experiments on because I would already be there.
That's true. Hey, before Mahogany asks, what would happen if we poured yourself down yourself?
Do it.
He says, in theory, if that were his body,
Mm-hmm.
and there was nothing magically preventing it, that all should be well, and that he should be reintegrated. But if it's not his body, and it's something else, and it's not real as you say, probably nothing good.
Yeah. So let's hold off on that until we can be absolutely sure.
What kind of spell effect is on this body, Liberation?
Detect magic?
There is, in fact, magic radiating off the body. Give me 1 second.
I think for the first time ever, I'm hoping for necromancy.
Both necromancy and illusion magic.
Well, see, that's not the one I wanted.
Same.
Liberation, roll
Roll.
wisdom, religion.
That's pretty high, actually. That is 21.
Okay. You're not able to cast it because it's not one of your little cantrips that you can cast, but you do know of the Gentle Repose spell. It's a necromantic spell that preserves bodies. In fact, it's a too high of a level spell for Riot to cast as well.
Yeah.
The illusion part is the one.
But
Yeah,
that
it's
I'm
that's got me
concerned with.
concerned.
radiating
yeah.
illusion magic, and you're not sure why.
You're able to dispel magic, right, Liberation?
Yeah.
Or is that just counterspell? Try dispelling that illusion that you're seeing.
Okay, that's gonna take a chunk out of me though, but I need a. I won't need to rest immediately.
I could do it,
it's
but it would take me 10 minutes to cast the detection target.
Yeah, you're the only one who's seeing the illusion.
Okay. And Liberation rubs his hands together, Puts his hands on the body. And 4 key points to dispel magic
Okay.
on that illusion.
And you dispel the magic, and now the body no longer looks like Terran. It looks like just a faceless old man. Just some rundown corpse. It's still a dead body.
But not an older Terran, just a random dude.
No, it doesn't look anything like Terran.
Okay.
Wrong skin color, like detached earlobes, big lumpy nose, no
and
onions.
we have our answer.
Okay, so here's the
Yeah.
question, Terran.
Cool.
How much do you need the Terran body? Like, are you cool with just about any old body?
He says, in theory, yes. But he's not sure if the reintegration will work without his body. You have to understand, this is very tricky and dangerous magic that was involved, breaking his psyche into pieces like this to preserve what's in this bottle. And there's a lot of it that he was not able to test. And again, if he was there in person, he would love to do all sorts of tests to find out what will work and what doesn't. But since he's not physically there, and it's not a purely academic, and he just babbles on
I'm sure
and on
at this
and on
point,
like this.
Zook is looking at us, just rolling his eyes.
Zook is laughing to himself.
Yeah.
He's
Seems
happy
like
his old
Luck
friend.
moved the body.
Yeah. That's probably the more likely.
Alright, looks at the map again. Now where in all this mess it's got to?
What state was your body in when you were last aware of it, Terran?
Alive,
he's
hale, and
he's
hard.
Well, that's actually relevant.
Yeah, you're still in it, right? Do you have any connection to it right now?
And there's a long period of silence. And then the response is, suddenly I'm very, very scared.
Ah.
I thought
You put
you
the
could-
part of you that could be scared into this piece?
Well, he says fear is a very useful emotion. It's actually very
No,
interesting.
absolutely not. What are you scared about?
Sorry.
Wow.
He says that you-
Mahogany just shut him up. That's incredible.
Because usually he does have connection to his physical form. That's how he's able to kind of psychically probe the area. It's how he was able to share with you knowledge of the place and give you the map. But at this moment, now that he's here, he can't. He's only aware of the glass walls of this bottle.
All right, well,
And
that's
he
not-
wasn't
Well, if it's-
thinking about it until just now, but now it's the only thing he can think about.
That sounds really bad.
Did you put the part of you that could be claustrophobic into that bottle? Because that
No.
seems like poor planning.
No, absolutely not. That would actually be very poor planning. Claustrophobia, however, extremely interesting. Turns out it's actually not a mental disorder, and he starts giving you guys a lecture on claustrophobia. This
and-
happens
right,
the
ends
entire
the
time.
Spell. Right, ends the spell.
He's just so happy to be talking to anybody.
I don't know. Is it concentration riot? Can you end the spell? Nope.
It's not.
Well,
Okay, cool.
Oh,
All right,
so-
let's just ignore that. Keep going.
Yeah.
Well, the problem being that if it was his body and not him, we would be able to detect objects. But
Yeah.
that doesn't work on a creature.
I mean, it's obviously not him.
No, this dead
So-
body, he's just some nameless old man.
Yeah. And we're gonna leave him here. We don't care about this body anymore.
Just slumped here in the great Tenari room.
Yeah, he can be one of the trophies.
Okay.
Um,
And we have a really nice Balrog body if you want it here,
yeah.
Terran.
We can now go to the Keeper, try our luck with him, or check out Matsu Henshin. Are pretty much our only two options at the moment.
Well, you did say you'd be able to crack Matsu Henshin.
Yeah, let's go
Shell,
get him
right?
a shot.
Well, who's opening this gold door?
Nath will open it this time.
I feel very persuasive at the moment, so I might be able to help you out.
Nath, speak the name of the
Oh,
room
no.
beyond.
You're not going to say word one when we get in there.
What's the room beyond Riot?
Oh, it was the celebration of sunlight.
That's right. All right, the celebration of sunlight, and I touch the pin.
All right, you prick your finger on the door. Go ahead and reduce your maximum hit points by 1.
Yep.
And the door slides open. That the radiance of the room beyond burns through brightly.
How many method mans are in there?
None. No method
Okay.
mans.
All right, that's me.
What's in my notes? I'm calling them hollow men and hollow sappers, but now they're just method mans now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see what the Vodak was? What I renamed that to?
No. HZA?
No, it's gone now. No, that was the Israel.
Oh.
The Vodak was Ghostface Killer.
Wow.
Literally. That's literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it actually is. That's pretty good.
All right, so I need a Thieves' Tools check and a Strength check to get this door.
All right.
Tell you
Hey,
what, I'll do
Brian.
the Thieves' Tool.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
We honestly should have seen this coming because we just found old dirty bastard.
Go ahead and
Just
put
gonna move
guidance on
everything
Riot
in
for
this
the
dungeon.
strength.
Okay.
I'll aid Riot for advantage.
Okay, so Riot can make this with advantage, and you're not in you're in a position where you still cast cantrips, right? Like you're not mentally drained or you don't have any conditions. So you can cast
no.
thaumaturgy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I only got a... So I'm going to have to spend some Bard Sauce.
Did you take the D4?
Oh, I didn't take the D4.
I think
Give
someone
that a
in
shot.
chat should do some fan art and get us get
Okay.
an image of a bottle of Bard sauce. Like, what does the label on the Bard sauce
Yeah.
look like?
Now we're up to 17.
Okay. And how'd the Thieves' Tools do?
32.
All right, so the door opens up, you slide it open, and you're looking back into the hallways beyond. And as you walk through the door, looking up the end of the hallway, you see the Watcher, and he painstakingly gets to his feet, and he asks what you've uncovered so far.
We found where Terran was supposed to be, where he told us he was, and he's not.
He's not there.
So we got to keep digging.
He nods.
Well,
Not entirely, figuratively.
yeah, probably not. Yeah.
He tells you about a little while ago, after you guys disappeared around the corner and went into the bright room.
Mhm.
A short time after that, there was some activity on the door that you just walked through, on his side of the door, where you see the cherubs. And he describes the cherubs' eyes fading away as you saw them. And then the cherubs themselves melted into the silver of the door. And then a few seconds later, they reformed with their eyes in place. He says that's the only activity he's noticed, and he doesn't know what it means.
I think I do.
Yeah, it could be the spooky boys.
Yeah. Maybe opening the sealed doors is what causes them to appear.
That makes sense.
Kelian, have you looked in those eyes at all yet?
Nope.
This might be a good time to do so.
What are you attempting to see with the eyes, Kelian?
I don't know. What should I?
The
See?
workings of the door or the chamber we're
doors?
about to enter?
See what happens with the last time they met Matsuhenshin.
Well, when you ask that, Zook says that they didn't cross paths with him.
Oh.
And he still seems pretty perturbed that the layout and contents of this place seems to have changed so much.
Everybody does interior redecorating every once in a while.
And this was 50 years ago?
This was... I actually have a very accurate timeline here.
Also, we went into a magical dancing hut. So, I mean, this is
This was a little
mid-tier
over
rooms rechanging.
30 years ago.
Hmm.
Was the last time they were here.
Oh yeah, Zook, that hut was hot garbage.
And he looks very forlorn. He says, I once lost 4 million gold pieces in that hut.
Wow, that's incredible.
The worst day of my life.
We don't know the name. We know the name of the Matsuhenshin's room.
Well, the name of
It's
this
silver
room
door,
is
so it's going to be
the
written
door.
on it, right?
Yeah, it's called Matsuhenshin, the Guardian of Sunset, or the Sunset Guardian. No, he's the Sunrise Guardian.
Yeah, Sunrise Guardian.
Sunrise
That's what
Guardian?
it says on the door. Matsuhenshin, the Sunrise Guardian.
Coming, Mahogany.
And do you want me to try and use Watcher's eyes to figure out the cherubs and what they're up to, or
Like how to
just
open
try to
this
pick-
door properly.
yeah?
Yeah, see if you can do that.
Okay, let's try that then.
Okay? And you close your own eyes and you concentrate on the ones that you're holding. And you receive visions of when they came through here last time. everything looked different. There was much more fire and brimstone. They had to bring their own light. In fact, the staff that Liberation now carries was used as a light source. Eric used a light cantrip to light the way, as well as Daniel's sword. At these silver doors, the adornments on them look fiendish and not celestial. And you see images of Zook just happily picking them open, the way you picked a million of doors open, and each time they swung inward rather than sliding open. What you're receiving are visions of a very, very different place, is what you look at. And then you snap back to reality.
Do you think we might be, like this whole place might be a decoy?
You mean the
Is there
whole
any
mile
illusion
wide-
magic on the wall?